Hello, and welcome to the Alicia Branham podcast. I am Alicia Branham, author, coach, speaker, and founder of Bran Marketing, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Let me start with the hard truth. If your business stopped growing tomorrow, if sales slowed down, if your biggest customer left, who would fix it? Your employees? The economy? Your marketing? Your competitors suddenly deciding to go easy on you? No, you would fix it, right? Because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save your business. Not the market, not a consultant, not AI, not some new marketing trick, and definitely not your customers. If your business is going to grow, it's going to grow because you decided to take responsibility for it. And today, I want to talk about something I see business owners doing all the time. They're waiting for the market to improve, waiting for their team to step up, waiting for customers to change, waiting for sales to magically pick up. And while they're waiting, their competitors are moving. Listen, we need to talk about the lie that entrepreneurs are telling themselves, right? There is this quiet lie that we all like to tell ourselves, and it usually sounds a little something like this. Things will get better once we hire the right person, once the market improves, once sales picks up, once the team magically figures it out. But the truth is, friends, that waiting is killing momentum in your business. And I see this all the time in industries that I work in. Business owners will say something like, hey, our sales team just is not embracing marketing, or our reps just won't post on LinkedIn, or even something more ridiculous, our customers just don't care about marketing. I promise you they do. And every time I hear that, the question I want to ask is this: who is leading the change? Who's leading the change in your business? Because leadership isn't about hoping people evolve. Leadership is about creating the environment where evolution becomes necessary. These complaints are real-world issues from my clients and are vital for their business's longevity. So, let me say something people don't talk about enough, right? Running a business can feel incredibly lonely. When things are going well, everyone celebrates you, right? But when things slow down, when revenue dips, when you're trying to figure out payroll, when you're wondering if you made the right decision to even start this business, that's when you realize something. You are the one responsible for figuring it out. There isn't a boss to escalate the problem to anymore because you're it. There isn't another department to blame. You don't get to clock out at 5 and forget about it, man. And honestly, that's the pressure that separates entrepreneurs from everybody else, right? It is not for the faint of heart, because the ones who succeed eventually stop looking for someone else to rescue them. And they start asking different questions like, what do I need to do to change? And that shift in thinking is where real leadership begins. Seriously, let me tell you about my own wake-up moment inside of my business. When I started Bran Marketing back in 2017, I didn't start it with some sort of massive master plan for anything, honestly. I just really wanted to fill 40 hours of my work week. Really, that was it. Just fill my week. And for a while, that did work for me, right? But eventually, I really realized something. If I kept thinking like that, my business was never going to grow, ever. Because the only way to make more money inside your business would be to work more hours. And eventually, that stopped working for me, too. I remember working 12-hour days and working on Sundays just to generate enough revenue. And I was so burnt out. And that was my wake-up moment for me, right? I realized something really important, that if my business was going to grow, I have to grow as a leader. I had to hire people. I had to raise my rates. I had to create systems. I had to take bigger risks. I had to bet on myself. And none of that felt comfortable for me at all. But I also realized something else. No one was going to make any of those decisions for me, right? No one. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever played the blame game in your life? One of the easiest things business owners can do when things aren't moving is to blame the market. And I hear it constantly. The industry's slow, the market's soft, people, they're just not spending. And sometimes those things are true. Markets go through cycles, but the truth is great businesses grow in every kind of market, in recessions, in boom cycles, in industry slowdowns, even during COVID, because I did. Because strong leaders don't wait for the market, man. They adjust to it. They improve their messaging. They strengthen their brand. They increase visibility. They build relationships. They stay in front of their customers because they understand something very, very important. When the market improves, the businesses people remember are the ones that never, ever disappeared. Truth. Because I work with manufacturers and rep firms across North America, I get a front row seat to how companies respond when things slow down. Some companies, they pull back immediately. They stop marketing entirely. They stop investing in their brand. They disappear from social media. They just go quiet. They go dark. And then there are those other companies that they kind of do the opposite. They lean into visibility. They improve their messaging. They stay active. They build relationships. They invest in their brand. And guess what happens? When the market turns again, those companies are the ones that win because their competitors spent 6 months being visible. Where were you? Marketing and brand visibility are not things you just turn off and on, man. They are momentum builders. And the leaders who understand that, they build companies that last, right? Legacies. Another thing I see leaders do is they wait for employees to fix problems. They say things like, my team just doesn't have any initiative. My sales team, they won't market themselves. My staff don't think like owners. And listen, I get it. I'm a business owner too, right? Sometimes those things frustrate me. But the reality is people don't magically become high performers. They become high performers when leaders create expectations, when leaders create systems, when leaders create accountability. If your sales team isn't active on LinkedIn, have you trained them? Have you showed them why it matters? Have you made it part of the culture inside your organization? Or are you just hoping they'll just figure it out? Let me tell you something, friends. Hope is not a strategy. Leadership is. Listen, at some point, every entrepreneur hits a moment where they realize something. This business is either going to grow or it's going to stall. And that decision usually comes down to one thing: leadership. Not technology, not marketing tools, not hiring another person. Leadership. Because growth doesn't happen automatically. It happens when someone decides we're going to build something bigger than this. That's what I did at Bran. So let me challenge you with something today. If your business stayed exactly the way it was for the next 3 years, would you be happy with it? Think about it. Same growth, same revenue, same momentum, same team. Or would that make you uncomfortable? Because if it would make you uncomfortable, that's actually a really good sign. It means deep down you know your business is capable of more. But businesses don't grow by accident, friends. They grow because leaders decide to push them forward. And that decision usually starts with one moment: the moment you stopped waiting. So let me leave you with this. No one is coming to save your business. No one. But the good news is you don't need anybody. You got you, man. The person who can change everything is already sitting at the leadership seat. It's you. And when leaders take responsibility, things start moving because businesses grow when leaders grow. Thanks for listening to today's episode. And if this resonated with you, Share this episode with another business owner who might need to hear it. And if you want more conversation about leadership, mindset, and building something meaningful, follow me and subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss the next episode. I'll see you on the next episode of the Alicia Branham Podcast.